out if you are not offering multi-services, then you are missing out on a lot of money.
What the heck is multi-services? Well, Google it.
Let's
Seriously.
talk about what not multi-services. That's interesting as well.
Go for it.
Okay, so you have a lot of these certifications, which you hear us talk quite a bit about. The trust delivery certification, not
just
really.
Notary work.
Just notary work. That's not multi-service.
Loan signings, that's just notary work.
You're still a notary. General notary work,
Notary
that's
work.
not multi-service.
Right. Multi-service is actually another skill set that technically falls a little bit outside of the notary, but is very complementary of it. Literally, Google it. If you Google a multi-service business or a multi-service notary business, you'll find that there are businesses out there that are notary services that are offering other things as well. And that creates a very stable business model that doesn't leave money on the table.
Well, we like that it falls under the umbrella of the same business model where you're
lightweight.
Mobile, lightweight, low overhead. You can have a home office.
Easy to learn.
Super easy.
So let's go into a couple of those multi-services. And we've talked about this before, but maybe let's elaborate a little bit more on some of them. Apostilles. This one seems to scare a lot of people off. It seems to be very mysterious. Now, let me tell you that I am not an apostille agent. Did you know that I'm not an apostille agent? Are you?
I guess not.
There's no such thing as an apostille agent. That's why
we just do them.
We facilitate apostilles. You can call yourself an apostille agent. You can self-appoint yourself as an apostille agent because there's no such thing. Okay. Now there are self-proclaimed apostille queens that have $400 courses. I don't know if they're worth it or not. I learned this stuff without that and have done pretty good. And side note, if you were to check out a certain apostille queen's Google reviews, you'll see a lot of bad reviews. So she's botched quite a few herself. So just food for thought that not everything's as it seems. Okay. Nobody's got this all figured out. Some of it, it's kind of like you have to ready, fire, aim. Okay. And
get out there and learn it.
Learn as you go, right? Your biggest resource is going to be your state, your Secretary of State, your apostille sector. You can call them on the phone. You can ask them questions. You can scour their website. Make sure you have the intake forms. Make sure you understand the difference when it comes to apostilles between Hague and non-Hague. That's the important stuff, and what is notarized and what just goes to them directly. When you got that part figured out, you're 90% there, okay? Find yourself a courier in the capital city, and that's it. That's an apostille. Great extra money offering that. Obviously, really big it's going to be really big in border states, right? So Florida, New York, Cali, Texas, Arizona, anything bordering, you're going to be doing these things all the time, okay?
Let's talk about another one. How about fingerprinting?
Oh,
we bang this drum all the time, but it's super, super simple. We do have a course. It's $37. It's not $400. It's $37 to show you, to give you the proper information, the difference between live scanning and ink rolling, and the proper way to do it. So furthering education is never bad, and always learning and doing your research, but you can charge $50 to $100 per fingerprint. And are you doing these all day, every day? No, but that's, again, where you should be having multi-service.
Costs nothing to get involved with. Now, here's the kicker. Some of you might think, well, it seems harder than it is, so you want to steer away from it, just like apostilles. It's not. It's actually very easy. And you don't have to jump right in with live scan. You can do the cards. People are still doing, the FBI is still doing fingerprint cards. A lot of companies that do background employee pre-screening, they're doing e-cards. Now, guess what? Right here in our town, our police department and the police department over in New Smyrna, well, they do them for free, but they still come to us and pay $100. Why? Because they don't want to wait around the police department, and the police doesn't want to do them anyway.
They don't want to do them.
Right? So,
for free.
So you ever show up at a party uninvited and you can just tell you, like, oh, this isn't my butt? That's how it's going to be when you show up at the police department to insist on getting fingerprints there. You're going to be your odd person out. So most people would just rather pay $50, $75, get it done with somebody who's actually pleased to help them. It's the same way with a notary, right? You can get a notary free at your bank. If you want to wait around an hour in Wells Fargo to get it done, then they'll do it for free. Nobody does. Nobody wants to do that. You just pay and just have it done. Forget about it. So, excuse me. That's a good one. Another good one, and this is the same thing. This sounds way harder than it is. Tax preparation. Hey, we're coming up on another tax season. I got a newsflash for you. The software does all the work for you. You are literally you're a clerk. You're just data entry. You put the information in. Getting a PTIN number from the IRS costs $30. It's easier to become a tax preparer than it is to become a notary.
And if you're a husband and wife team like us, or friends, or however, partners, whatever you're doing, so the person who has the EIN number,
you can assign a user, right? So basically an assistant underneath you. Yep. Now, all of these things that I've just mentioned, they kind of feed each other. You'll find somebody who finds out, oh, you do this and now you do this. Okay, well, I'm going to come back for that. In fact, it almost always works that way.
You've already earned their trust. They're comfortable with you. They like you. You're a likable person. That's the idea.
Now, here's another one we probably haven't said yet, but insurances, okay? Insurance licenses. A little bit more difficult to get the license for those, okay? The testing for that's a little more involved. It's still relatively inexpensive. And you will find, especially if you're like a loan signing agent, you can be loan signing agent / homeowners insurance, because of all the times that I'm at somebody's house, I hear them gripe about their homeowners insurance, or it's time to start shopping around for homeowners insurance. And then finally a light bulb goes off and goes, hey, maybe you should sell these people some, right? Should sell them some homeowners insurance. So there's several different kinds of license. There's a P&C license. There's a life and health license, and then there is, there's adjuster's license. That's different. It's a little bit different on the claim side, but there's different lines that you can get. All of them in most states are relatively easy. I actually have, I'm licensed life and health in 3 or 4 different states. I can't even remember. But basically, if I end up, somebody's in my network, and let's just say they're in another state, but they want to get a policy through there, I'll just go ahead and get the license in that state real quick, because it's going to be worth it for the commission on that policy. And let's see, what else can fit under that multi-service?
We talk about credit repair as well. Super easy. Again, clerical work. You're doing data information and mailing letters. So you can have monthly clients that pay you about $100 a month is what we charge, anywhere from 3 to 6 months, or even up to a year. Very simple. Legal documents are huge, of course, in non-attorney states, so you have to check your state's laws.
You really got to check those. Every state is very nuanced. There are states that are absolutely no-go, and then there are states that are total green, like Nevada, for example. I bet you didn't know this, that the NNA actually sells the bonding that you need to become a legal document preparer in Nevada. Guess what? It's easier than becoming a notary in Nevada. So there, that is out there. That is, Nevada would be a great place to do it, like Florida, where you don't even need the bonding for it. But some states are nuanced. Like Texas, you really can't do them, but I think you can do immigration-related forms. The same with some other states. And then there's states that you probably can't do anything. That's unfortunate, but it's still worth looking into. There's still options. You may be able to strategically partner with like a paralegal who does have the ability to do that, and you just kind of get a little bit of a fee share. Now, fee sharing is a no-go with attorneys. They can't fee share, all right? They're not allowed to do that. It's considered unethical. But legal document preparers, paralegals, you guys can network, you can fee share, or you can get a referral fee, and still find that you'll be able to pick up money on the back end doing these things, just by keeping your options open, keeping your mind open to other things, and not getting the, what do I call it? The loan signing blinders. All I see are loans. Is there a title company around here? Is there a title company around here I can get with?
It's true. So
there'll be people knocking on your door trying to give you money, and you're like, no, I'm just looking for a title company. Stop that stuff, guys. Just stop
open your minds, open your eyes, take the blinders off, and that's what this video is about. If you are not offering multi-services, you are definitely leaving money on the table. So do your research, see what's legal in your state. If you have questions, we have courses. We also have discovery calls that you can just bounce ideas off of us. We'll put all the links below.
Absolutely. Don't subject yourself to economic downturns, okay? Create a stable business model where that doesn't exist. Everybody's always going to need their taxes done every single year in and year out. So, for example. Okay? All right. I think that's it for today. Hopefully that gave you some food for thought. We'll see you next time.